Alright, dudes, it is time. Forge Tone discount is back. Now it's about like clockwork. It's about every 2 months. Or sorry, that's jump spend. Discount. 15%. Two and a half days from here. Every 2 months they're doing this now. It's about 8 months in a row. Since the beginning of the year, we've had a discount every 2 months. So it is, if you can, if you got the willpower, save your Forge Stones. Save your Forge Stones for these events. I mean, it's 15%. It's not massive, but it's nice. In the long run, it'll help you out over time for sure. So let's just get into it. So this is mostly, I'm gonna say, for level 10 to level 28 accounts, maybe 30. We've gotten to the point, kind of players like me, if you've been playing longer than me, stronger than me, see on level 34 here, if you're like, you've been playing for a minute, you kind of know what you're doing, okay? And I can't really give specific Mythic advice over a video here, I have to see your whole formation, what you're going to combine, what you're going to replace it with. So this guide is more for the newer and casual, not heavy spend player, because it's a lot of epics, a lot of legendaries, and that's actually it. And some comments, right? Some comments. So let's just go down to my list here. This is my updated guide. It's in our server. You guys are always welcome to join our server. We got stuff for everybody. If you ever want to come hang out. And our family clan's always recruiting. We have Emerald Crowns that go absolutely bonkers in PvP. If you want to join the best PvP clan in the game, hook up with them. We got Heretics with me. We hang out in Pinnacle. We do our thing. And we got two other clans, Descendants and Eagles. So 4 clans in our family. If you ever want to possibly come and join up with us. But even if not, just jump in our Discord and have fun. And that possibility is always there. So here's my personal order of importance, okay? I'm going to go into this. So I'm just going to read it. I'm putting emphasis on Infinite War, finally. So I'm going to be boosting up some Infinite War troops, okay? So I'll tell you what I'm going to do here, and then I'll go over the general list here of things. So Infinite War, right? Snowmen, okay? If you ever took the chance to get yourself a high-level epic through Fusion and you got yourself a snowman, it was pretty feel bad, but they have a freaking place in Infinite War big time. About half of the, maybe more than half of the Infinite War days can use snowman and should use snowman. Maybe about half. I don't know exactly, but they have a use, okay? They have a big use in Infinite War. There's a whole process in most of these days where it's like, I did the whole series, the Infinite War days, right? I'll try to link it here. But a lot of this Infinite War stuff, it's like you want to balance your tanks and your damage. You don't want to out-damage your tanks, because your tanks need to be shielded up by Goddess of Wars and need to be healed by your healers, your Broccoli Boy, and some Woodland Wizards. So if you kill too fast, the enemies coming in will be too strong and they'll take out your tanks. So it's a balancing act, and the perfect balancing act troop is usually Snowman, okay? Because they don't hit that hard, but they hit a lot, and they can trigger their ability to slow the attack speed down of enemies and the movement speed, right? So they're all coming in constantly and they're hitting them, so they're slowing their approach to you, slowing their attacks, and the level 7 ups that percentage to 20% chance to happen from 12. So I'm going to be making probably 4, maybe more, level 7 snowmen. I'm going to be making some paladins. I have a 9 and a 7. I'm probably going to make another 9 or 2. There's some Infinite War builds where paladins are great, right? So they are tanks. They do not get jumped on by Goddess of Wars. And sometimes that's great, because sometimes in certain builds we want our Goddess of Wars to just stay in certain spots and shield up, like our Night Kings and Flame Duelists, right? We don't always want Goddess of Wars jumping around. And these guys can be in that bubble of like Night Kings and Flame Duelists, and Goddess of Wars can just stay there and bubble and shield, and then these things have their shield that keeps going every 10 seconds, right? Every 10 seconds they shield, so they have their shield, they have Goddess of War shield, and they can survive a long time in certain builds. And if they stray off to a corner or something, Goddess of War won't get all jacked up. So I'm going to be making some paladins. Rock throwers, I think there's a few formations I still use rock throwers in. What does a level 7 do? Oh yeah, increase their trigger chance to stun, right? Yeah, very short stun, but still useful. I'm going to be getting some rock throwers level 7. And maybe an Ursa too, okay? So that's what I'm doing. But let's go down the list. Oracles, number 1, easily the most important thing to do, especially if you're new. If you're very, very new, get 2 or 3 to level 7, okay? But I think you want 4 of them. And, you know, once you get to a certain point, you're going to make these level 8s and even level 9s, right? You can use 3 to 4 in almost every single formation. I think a lot of stronger players are kind of using like 1 and 2 now, right? You're kind of running out of space for oracles, but they're still awesome, man. Awesome buffers, great units. Get your oracles up. Bone Gunner, number 2 on my list. The best legendary outside of these pay-to-win, fusion-only bullshit legendary troops, right? Bone Gunner. Bone Gunner, since Bone Gunner showed up, he's bounced out Elven Archer, he's bounced out, you know, Blastdorf was never really a thing. And I got these 7s, by the way, from, I think, fusing 4 of these guys. But anyway, Bone Gunner, number 2 on the list. He's awesome. I have 1, 2, 3 level 7s. I will debate making a level 8. It's very expensive. I might do another 7, but perfectly fine getting 2, 3 of these guys, okay? Awesome troops. PvP and PvE alike. Bone Warlock, his bro. Right there with them as far as impact. We use them in everything. Just about everything. Awesome in most Infinite War builds. He has the AoE, he slows down the attack speed, right? Great in PvP. I have 3 8s. I might want another one, to be honest. I might make another one if I can find room. But get these to 7, get these to 8. They're awesome. Awesome troops. One of my favorite in the game still. If you're like a new mid player, load up your PvP formations with like almost half of Warlocks and Gunners. Let's put these dudes everywhere, and you'll that's a good place to start. They're awesome troops. Not half, of course, probably, but close. Damn close. They're awesome. Number 4 on my list, Poison Masters. Poison Masters, probably used in every single Infinite War, especially if you're a younger account. I wish I had level 8s. I wish I had more level 7s. I'll probably make another level 7 or 2, because their 7 ability increases their trigger chance of the AoE they do, right? Awesome troop. I'm going to get a few more 7s, but get these in there. But again, if you are a newer account, you can use these in PvP. You can. They'll do some nice AoE damage, especially if you're fighting other younger accounts, and they got like paladins, flame mages, you know, the multi-troop oracles, a lot of multi-troop units. These things will shred them. You just got to keep them safe. You got to keep them safe from like force cross queens and stuff. But you could use these in PvP for a while. Pumpkins, I'm still gonna recommend pumpkins. Again, this is for you know, level 15 to 25 accounts. Pumpkins are great tanks for epic level. Let's just look, level 8, 64. That's like a level 6 Night King, right? Now his defense isn't the same, so he gets hit a little bit harder than Night King, but his AoE taunt is awesome. He brings in the damage. I still use a pumpkin in. Now I'll be honest, I don't use pumpkins anymore. So once you get to like level 30-ish plus, your pumpkins start getting phased out in your lineups. But it's still a very vital part of my backstab 2 defense, which I've shown 8,000 times. Got my pumpkin right here. Backstab 2 comes in, lands on him. All my shit starts going crazy, right? Light Seekers, Frost Skeletons go nuts. Pumpkin Boy, how long does this skill go? 6 seconds. His taunt happens. There's almost always Light Seekers still alive. They start shooting him, and it's good stuff. So that's the only place I use a pumpkin, to be honest. So be warned, pumpkins do get phased out, but when you're first starting out, get yourself some level 7 pumpkins. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Forest Scouts. You know, I could probably put Forest Scouts above pumpkins, or maybe not Poison Masters, but maybe, honestly, maybe. But level 9, okay, these blue troops, these common troops, a few months ago, they reduced the Force Stone amount to get these up by a lot, by like 90%. So it's super easy to get rares to level 9, and 4 scouts are freaking awesome. Good luck. This is 64 to get it to 7. Super cheap. These things shred in PvE long fights. Talking like towers, you know, all the things in Clan War: towers, spider, dragon, hunting, right? Ivy, the dragon boss, the new guys. Clan hunt, awesome. These things hit so hard, and they're cheap, and they're good. You want 3 to 4 level 9s. Wooden Wizard, also on the list, of course. A good little healer. Now with him, you see almost, not, I want to say all, because again, these guys are kind of getting phased out in the arena scene when you get stronger, but you'll use them for a long time. Used in all PvE stuff as well. The thing with these, you kind of want 2 of them, okay? So get yourself 3 level 6s. Get 3 level 6s before you make a 7, okay? And if you're slowly acquiring them, and they are hard to get, right? They're not always in wheel and shit, but if you're slowly acquiring them, keep 2 4s. Don't make a 5. You kind of want 2, and you want to spread them out in your formations, right? See if I can find one real quick. Yeah, here we go. This is my, backstab 2 defense. 1 here, 1 here, right? You want 2. If these were level 4s, keep them a 4. Don't make a 5. If it's a 5 and a 5, don't make a 6. Keep 2 of them. Keep 2 in your formations. You want them, especially in the longer fights, right? The hunting and all this stuff. Yeah, okay. Frost Skeletons. Awesome troops, man. Awesome troops. They're here in my backstab 2 formations. You'll see them all the time. People throw them over in backstabs, throw them over in flanks. I do it. You do it. Your mom does it. Here's my flank. My flank, I throw Lightseeker Skelly, Lightseeker Skelly, Lightseeker, Lightseeker Skelly, Lightseeker Skelly, Lightseeker Skelly, and a Frost Queen. Skeletons are awesome to throw over and go fuck up the team. Big AoE, not big AoE damage, but a lot of damage, and it slows their attack speed down of everything around it, and it's awesome. Very, very useful troops. And let's see, Bone Gunner and Bone Marksman take use of that. Take use of the attack speed debuff, right? Lets the Bone Marksman hit twice. Lets the Bone Gunner also hit twice. I think they both do the same thing. But yeah, sweet troops, man. Get some Frost Skeletons up. Again, 3 to 4. And they're cheap. They're what are these, rares? They're rares. Cheap to get up. Warlord Archer. Okay, so this is one where, again, so hard to come by. So hard to come by. I got my level 8 from doing my Fuse video where I did 3 level 8 rares. I spent the gems. I gambled to get a level 8 epic, and the best case scenario basically came for me, Warlord Archer. But yeah, that's still something you can do, guys. Just a quick tangent. You could get 3 things at level 9 here, fuse them away, and you'll get yourself a cheaper level 9 epic, because the cost of the Forge Stones to get these in 9 is so low. Good, 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 good. They all are useful. Is this guy ever used? I have no idea. But any level 9 epic you get, you will use. You can use Rock Throwers earlier in PvP, and they work in a lot of Infinite War stuff. Flame Mages, same thing. We'll go over Flame Mages here in a second. But yeah, the epics are great. So if, it is still a way to use gems if you want to fuse away 3 commons to get yourself an epic here. But anyway, where we're at. Oh yeah, these guys. There's awesome. They're strictly PvE stuff, okay? It's Clan War Towers, Clan War Dragon, Clan War Spider, hunting, and then, the hunting bosses, and then Clan Hunt. But they absolutely rip. Even the biggest whales have a bunch of level 7s and 8s, okay? So when should you turn a 6 into 7? I don't know. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. Maybe when you get 4, maybe on your 5th one. It's hard to say. But the 7 unlocks the number of buff stacks, right? So this guy buffs himself. Every 4 seconds, he gives himself a 20% attack speed boost, right? And there's a bunch of these little guys. So it works out pretty good. 20% stacks 3 times, so you can get to 60% attack speed boost. But at level 7, it's 5 times, so you can do it 100%. So they're shooting twice as fast. And they freaking pump. They're really good. Also hard to come by. I think they're finally back in the wheel, right? Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're finally back, man. They were gone from the wheel for so long. These freaking devs, man, being shady. Whirl Archers are so hard to get. But they're back in the wheel. Whirl Archers are on the list. Newer accounts, don't worry about it. Start collecting them, get them to 6, use them at 6, and then we can do that down the line, okay? Flame Mage, same thing. Same thing ish. Level 7s unlock the trigger chance, 20% chance from 12 to hit really hard, real quick, right? Awesome. They're almost strictly PvE again, okay? Maybe really early you could use them in PvP arena stuff, but like strictly PvE units, the longer fights. Level 3 plus towers in Clan War. The dragon you're fighting, he does that AoE, I think it's 12 seconds. He goes up and goes down. It's AoE. He wipes these things out. So they are forever. They are gone from my Clan War builds, but early on I used a crap ton of them. You can if you're early on, if you're a smaller account and you're playing Clan War, you just load these guys up in your tower formation and you'll smoke them. Still in my Stormlord build. Use them in Stormlord. I use them in hunting. They hit hard. Okay, I have one. I could have a few more, but I just don't have room. I just have everything else hits really hard. See, got my Whirl Archers in there and stuff. Scouts, right? So, awesome. Awesome troops for a while. Okay, for a long while. Ursas. Yeah, you know, Ursas used to be like a staple and everything. They're kind of losing flavor in arena once you get up to a certain level, but again, level 15 to 25, you'll be using some Ursas, okay? You can get like 1 or 2 to level 7. Even more, because there's some infinite builds where you almost want Ursas in just about all of them, because their stun chance is huge. It stops the infinite war troops coming in for little bits, and that's a big deal. So in one of these infinite war builds, like I think 2 of them, it's like 8 to 10 Ursas, right? Like, awesome in certain spots. You can do 1 to 2 of them, and then more, you know, if you have the luxury of doing so. Snowmen, okay, here comes the Infinite War stuff. I went over these, but snowmen, so I don't recommend for most of you guys, okay? Especially if most of you guys is, you know, a newer player. Snowmen almost specifically Infinite War, okay? But they have their spot. They have their spot in Infinite War. I'm going to be making some snowmen this time around. I'm going to get a few 7s. Same thing with rock throwers, same thing with paladins, okay? Don't really worry about these too much, okay? Especially if you're new. Don't worry about them, okay? I want you to focus on about through here. Yeah, I mean, Whirl Archers, it's like an asterisk. It's so hard to get these things, but like through here, okay? In Flame Mages, let's go to 10. Like, these are the things you want to focus on. They have big impact used all over the place, and that's what we want to do, right? Spend the Forge Stones on things that have a big impact on your formations and are used in more than one thing, right? These things are very niche down here, these Infinite War guys. Ursas are kind of getting there too, sadly. And so is Flame Mages. But, again, early Flame Mages get them up. No worries about that. Now, a lot of you guys, you know, if you're a stronger player, if you're stronger than me, like, none of this helps you. You know what, I'm sorry, but it's time for a lot of people to start getting Mythics up, okay? I don't have a single level 7 Mythic. I'm a little baby back bitch. Is it time for me to get like a nice, so like my very first recommendation is probably Night King. Literally every single formation you have a Night King, okay? And it gets his beef up pretty well. 65 to 90 is no joke. That's almost 30k health, okay? That's almost double. That's a good like 30-40%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Am I gonna get a Night King up finally? I don't know. I don't know, because I want to get some Infinite War dudes going. Another common one that people are doing is Mist Archers, right? I'm going to have 2 6s for forever. But with the power spike in Light Seekers, we have, you now want probably at least 1 high-level Ocean Voice. We have this Shadow Birch coming soon. She's probably going to be a powerhouse. We're going to want a few of her, probably. So, like, Mist Archers, you know, it's kind of time to start getting Mist Archers to 7 and 8, you know, and some of you guys have already. Jungle Ranger, a good troop, but you don't really need a bunch of them. I don't think I'm going to have room this time around, but I will make a 7 at some point. Decent boost. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good attack boost there. Look at that, damn. We're just running out of space. You know, there's a lot of good troops. Like dragons, you can get dragons up. They're so good. Radiant Warriors, you know, this is for like the bigger players and getting them to 7 and 8. It's so account based. Okay, so I can't really give you Mythic recommendations. But if you ever want to tag me, ask me in comments, join our Discord, ping me. I will happy to give you my suggestion, but I have to see everything first. You know, I got to see everything first because it's impossible to tell you what to do with your mythics right now. So, general overview. I hope that helps. Yeah, I think that's all we got to talk about. Yeah. Yeah. All right, good. We did it. That's it. Much love. As always, thank you for watching. Klown out.